What if I told you there's one word that could change your entire day? Have you ever had one of those days? You know, the kind where the coffee spills, the traffic snarls, and every little thing just feels like a mountain you have to climb. We all have them. But what if I told you there was a single word, a simple thought, that could change the energy of that entire day? It's not magic, but wow, it sure feels like it. It's the simple act of saying thank you. Not just to others, but to the world, to your life, to the very breath in your lungs. It's a shift in perspective so powerful it can feel like the sun breaking through the clouds on a dreary morning, warming you from the inside out. I remember a time when I was rushing, completely overwhelmed by my schedule. My mind was a whirlwind of to-do lists and deadlines. Then someone held a door open for me. It was a small, everyday gesture, but in that moment, I paused. I looked them in the eye and said, "Thank you so much." And in that tiny exchange, something inside me settled. The frantic energy softened. It was a reminder that even in the chaos, there are moments of grace and connection waiting for us. All we have to do is notice them. This is the heart of gratitude, the gentle power that resides within us all, just waiting to be awakened. This simple practice has been a cornerstone of my life. It's the anchor that holds me steady in the storm, and the lens that helps me see the beauty that is always, always there. It doesn't mean ignoring the hardships or pretending that challenges don't exist. Oh no, it means choosing to also see the good. This choice, this one simple choice to be grateful, is a declaration. It's you saying to the universe, "I see the gifts you have given me, and I'm open to receiving more." It's a powerful frequency to live in. So as we begin this journey together today, I want you to just breathe. Let go of what you think you should be doing or feeling. Just be here in this moment. I invite you to open your heart to the possibility that the key to a happier, more fulfilled life isn't something you have to go out and find. It's not something you have to earn or buy. It's already inside of you. It is the profound and life-altering power of gratitude. Let's unlock it together. So what is this thing we call gratitude? It sounds so grand, so spiritual, but at its core, gratitude is wonderfully simple. It is the quality of being thankful. It's more than just saying the words thank you when someone passes you the salt. It's a feeling. It's an awareness. It's the recognition of goodness in your life. It's understanding that the source of this goodness, at least some of it, lies outside of yourself. It could be another person, nature, a higher power, or the universe itself. Think about it this way. Imagine you are walking through a garden. You could focus on the few weeds you see, the patch of dry soil, the one flower that is wilted. Or you could choose to see the hundreds of vibrant blossoms, to smell the sweet fragrance in the air, to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Gratitude is choosing to focus on the blossoms. It's not denying the weeds exist. It's simply shifting your attention to what is beautiful, what is nourishing, what is alive. It's a conscious appreciation for the gifts, both big and small, that surround us every single day. This isn't about toxic positivity, where we pretend everything is perfect. Life is full of challenges, and it is vital to honor those feelings of sadness, anger, or frustration. Gratitude doesn't erase pain. What it does is provide balance. It allows you to hold the pain in one hand and the joy in the other. It reminds you that even on the hardest days, there is still something to be thankful for. It could be the comfort of a soft blanket, the taste of a warm cup of tea, or the sound of a loved one's voice. These small moments of grace are always present. Gratitude is ultimately a practice, a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it. It's about training your mind to look for the good. It's about opening your heart to the wonder of the ordinary. When you wake up, are you thankful for a new day? When you eat a meal, are you thankful for the food that nourishes your body? When you see a friend, are you thankful for their presence in your life? This is gratitude in action. It is a quiet internal revolution that transforms your experience of the world from one of scarcity and lack to one of abundance and grace. Now, you might think this all sounds lovely, but does it actually do anything? Well, the answer is a resounding yes, and the science is absolutely fascinating. Researchers have been studying the effects of gratitude on our brains, and what they've found is truly remarkable. Practicing gratitude is like a workout for your brain, creating new neural pathways that lead to happiness and well-being. It physically changes your brain's structure for the better. It's not just a feeling, It's a biological event that has a profound impact on your mental health. It's proof that a simple shift in mindset can create real, measurable change. One powerful study from the University of California, Berkeley, explored this very thing. Researchers asked participants to write letters of gratitude. What they discovered using fMRI scans was that expressing gratitude activated key areas of the brain, particularly the medial prefrontal cortex. This is the part of your brain associated with learning, decision-making, and feeling relief from stress. What's even more incredible is that these positive changes weren't just temporary. The participants showed greater neural sensitivity to gratitude for months after the experiment ended, suggesting the practice has a lasting, self-perpetuating effect on the brain. Another piece of the puzzle comes from research on neurotransmitters, which are the chemical messengers in our brain. When you experience gratitude, your brain releases a flood of dopamine and serotonin. These are often called the feel-good chemicals, and for good reason. They are the same neurotransmitters targeted by many antidepressant medications. Dopamine is linked to the pleasure and reward centers of your brain, while serotonin helps regulate your mood, sleep, and appetite. So, a simple moment of thankfulness can give you a natural, healthy mood boost, making you feel happier and more content. A third line of research, highlighted by the National Institutes of Health, connects gratitude to the brain's empathy regions. When we feel grateful, we often feel more connected to others and more compassionate. This is because gratitude can quiet down the amygdala, the part of our brain that acts as a threat detector and triggers fear and anxiety. By calming this primal alarm system, gratitude opens up the higher, more evolved parts of our brain responsible for social bonding and positive emotions. It literally helps us shift from a state of fight or flight to a state of rest and connect, making us kinder and more open-hearted. The beautiful science we just talked about doesn't just stay in the brain. It ripples out into every corner of our lives, creating tangible benefits that you can feel day in and day out. One of the most immediate and profound effects is on our sleep. How many of us have laid awake at night, our minds racing with worries, anxieties, and replaying the day's frustrations? This mental chatter is the enemy of restful sleep. It keeps our nervous system on high alert, making it nearly impossible to drift off into the deep, restorative slumber our bodies and minds crave. This is where gratitude works its quiet magic. A study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research found that people who took a few minutes before bed to write down what they were grateful for fell asleep faster, slept longer, and reported feeling more refreshed upon waking. Why? Because instead of marinating in worries, they were marinating in positive thoughts. This practice helps to turn down the volume on anxiety and replace it with a sense of peace and contentment. It signals to your body and mind that it's safe to let go, to relax, and to recharge. A grateful mind is a quiet mind. Beyond better sleep, gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we have for managing stress. As we learned, it helps calm the amygdala and boost those wonderful feel-good neurotransmitters. Think about a moment when you felt overwhelmed at work. Your heart was pounding, your shoulders were tense, and your mind was in overdrive. Now imagine pausing for just 60 seconds. You close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think of 3 things you're grateful for in that moment. The colleague who helped you, the knowledge you have to do your job, even the chair supporting you. This simple act can be a pattern interrupt. It breaks the cycle of stress and anxiety. Research from the University of Kentucky has shown that grateful people have a greater capacity for resilience. They cope better with trauma and are less likely to suffer from post-traumatic stress. Gratitude doesn't eliminate the source of the stress, but it changes your relationship to it. It builds an inner reservoir of strength and calm, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with more grace and perspective. It reminds you that even when one thing is going wrong, many other things are still going right. Of all the gifts that gratitude brings, perhaps the most precious is the way it transforms our relationships. We are all wired for connection. It's a fundamental human need. Yet so often, we get caught up in the day-to-day routines and forget to truly see and appreciate the people in our lives. We can start to take them for granted: our partner, our children, our friends, our family. Gratitude is the antidote to this complacency. It shines a light on the people who make our lives richer and helps us express the love and appreciation we feel in our hearts. Think about your family. It's easy to focus on the little annoyances, the socks left on the floor, the disagreement over what to watch on TV. But what happens when you shift your focus? What if you actively look for things to be thankful for? The way your partner makes you laugh, the hug from your child after a long day, the simple comfort of sharing a meal together. When you notice these things, and more importantly, when you voice them, it changes the entire dynamic. Saying, "I really appreciate you taking out the trash," or "Thank you for listening to me today," infuses your home with positivity and kindness. This principle extends powerfully into our friendships and our work life. A study published in the journal Emotion found that when you thank a new acquaintance, they are more likely to seek an ongoing relationship with you. Gratitude is a social glue. It signals to others that they are valued and seen. At work, a manager who expresses genuine appreciation for their team fosters loyalty, motivation, and collaboration. An employee who is thankful for their job and colleagues contributes to a more positive and productive environment. It's a powerful cycle. Feeling grateful makes us nicer, and being nicer makes others feel grateful in return. The most important thing to remember is that this appreciation must be specific and sincere. A generic thanks is fine, but a specific thank you for staying late to help me finish that report. "I couldn't have done it without your expertise," is what truly builds connection. It shows you were paying attention. It shows you see their unique contribution. This is how we move from transactional relationships to transformational ones. By watering our connections with gratitude, we help them grow stronger, deeper, and more resilient, creating a supportive network that enriches our entire life. Now that we understand the what and the why, let's talk about the how. How can we make gratitude a consistent practice in our busy lives? One of the simplest, most researched, and most effective methods is keeping a gratitude journal. This doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a fancy leather-bound book or special pens, though if that inspires you, go for it. All you need is a simple notebook and a few minutes of your time. The act of physically writing down what you are grateful for has a unique power. The process is incredibly straightforward. Each day, perhaps in the morning to set a positive tone, or at night to reflect and unwind, you simply write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. The key is to be as specific as possible. Instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my family," you might write, "I'm grateful for the way my daughter's face lit up when I picked her up from school today." Instead of, "I'm grateful for my health," try, "I'm grateful for the strength in my legs that allowed me to take a walk in the park this afternoon." Specificity helps you relive the positive emotion associated with the memory. Why does writing it down make such a difference? The physical act of writing engages your brain on a deeper level than just thinking about it. It forces you to slow down, to focus your thoughts, and to articulate the feeling of gratitude more clearly. It creates a tangible record of the goodness in your life. On days when you are feeling down or discouraged, you can flip back through the pages of your journal. It serves as undeniable proof that your life is filled with blessings, even when it doesn't feel that way in the moment. It's your personal catalog of joy. This practice trains your brain to become a detective for the good. When you know you have to write down 3 things later, you start actively looking for them throughout your day. You begin to notice the small wonders you previously overlooked: the beauty of a sunset, the kindness of a stranger, the taste of your favorite food, the comfort of your bed. Your journal becomes more than just a book. It becomes a daily ritual of mindfulness and appreciation. It is a simple, private, and profound conversation with yourself about the abundance that already exists in your life, waiting to be acknowledged. We've seen how gratitude can calm our minds, deepen our sleep, and strengthen our bonds with others. It is a gentle force with the power to reshape our reality from the inside out. It doesn't ask for much, only for a moment of our attention. It only asks that we pause, that we breathe, and that we notice the good that is already here. It is the simplest form of grace, available to every single one of us in every single moment. The only thing required is our willingness to open our hearts to it. So I want to leave you with an invitation to begin this practice for yourself, not tomorrow, not next week, but tonight. You don't need a journal just yet. You don't need anything at all except for your own breath and your own heart. It is a small step, but every great journey begins with a single step. This is your chance to consciously choose joy, to choose peace, to choose gratitude. It is a gift you can give yourself that will keep on giving, rippling outward into every aspect of your life in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. So as you get ready for bed tonight, I invite you to join me in this short, simple reflection. Find a comfortable position, either sitting up or lying down. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of the day. Let go of any worries, any to-do lists, any tensions you might be holding in your body. Just be here in the quiet of this moment. Feel the support of the bed or the chair beneath you. Feel the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. You are safe. You are here. Now bring to mind one thing from your day that you are truly grateful for. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it was the warmth of the sun on your face. Maybe it was a delicious meal. Maybe it was a song you heard that made you smile. Hold that one thing in your mind. See it clearly. Feel the feeling of gratitude wash over you. Let it fill your heart. Now bring to mind a person in your life for whom you are grateful. Picture their face. Feel the love you have for them. Silently, in your heart, say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay with this feeling for as long as you like, and know that you can return to this place of peace anytime you choose. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little more gratitude in their life.